Hello guys, and welcome back to some more of the new game Species. So this is the day after I was recording the very first impressions, first look at that kind of stuff. And I've since had time to digest what I've learned, to digest generally everything that's happened in the game and realise, a lot of things that I missed out on. So, for today, consider this more like a part 2, part 2 to what we were doing yesterday. A less exploring, more playing kind of thing. So what I'd learned, what I'd realised is, first of all, the rover is very simply here. I can just spawn a rover in, and I can just drive around and have a really nice close-up view of them. Now, the rover, I have to say, is extraordinarily sensitive. It's really easy just to go absolutely swerving off. It's easily the most sensitive vehicle I've driven in a game. But I have to say, it looks amazing. I really do like the appearance of the rover. It does seem a little bit overkill in terms of detail compared to the other animals, but then again though, considering this is what the player is, if you choose to, you can either have this or the bird's eye view. Considering how this is what the player is going to be driving around, it kind of makes sense that it looks all nice and flashy, and it does look really, really nice. I wonder though, if there'll ever be a use for that little, the little grappling bit there. So here we have all of our wonderful sea creatures, and I can't get in the water, so we just have to observe them. Like, well, actually, now I can. Yes, now we can observe them in a wonderful natural habitat. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it. I'm not sure if you're meant to delete it when you leave it. It's it's the only way I've figured out so far. But anyway, let's get back to then over here. So, what I'd learned, What I'd learned is the general evolution, or all the creatures that we have so far. They're this is other primus or primum specium. The first one is massively dominating, and I kind of want to interfere. Oh wow, there's also been a bit of an extinction there. Oh wow, look at all that. That's my players. Oh, my player species just split. We have a mutant which just died off instantly, and then we have our actual species there. So that's actually really interesting. Like just how many have diverged out of there. Wow. So what I'd like to see then. I want my species to be a bit more successful, and I want to try and mess up the other one, because the other species, the dominant one, they are going crazy. There's so many of them, 550 and growing of the primum specium, but there's only 12 of my primum specium, the one that I've interacted with. There's 60 of this primum calavesium over here. They're actually doing it's the potato boys. They're actually doing quite decently. So, here's what I'm thinking. First of all, I've kind of forgotten about this wonderful ability to select the creature, and let me see, what was it again? Feed? Okay, yeah, to move them out. I kind of forgot that you can do this. I'm going to go ahead and move a bunch of these guys out there. Now, you just died. Can I revive you? I don't know if I just did, but I'm going to feed you. Feed? No, you just died as well. Oh, actually, are they getting killed by the other guys? I think they are. Oh, I think they are actually. Can I see what your what's the word? What your diet is? You're a carnivore. Right. Interesting. So the other guys are carnivores. That's probably why they're doing so well right now. Maybe. Let's try again then. So the blue one is hunger. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and feed you. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, did I just kill it? Whoops. I just killed it. There you go. So I keep on feeding it. And it just died again. Right, so I'm not sure that's how you meant to feed them. They actually drop hunger really, really quickly, considering how this is like the regular time right now. I do drop hunger very, very quickly. Let's go ahead then. I'm going to remove that. And now they can all just go forth and prosper. Hopefully. Because what the nursery is doing is it keeps on killing off all of the unwanted ones. All the ones that... yeah, like that. The little rovers are killing off all the ones that are not looking like the thing that I want. Which is why they're a very limited pool of creatures. That's why there's only about 16 of them. What I'd like to happen is for them to, have a bit of a wander, go out into the grand open world and populate. But, I think the rover is killing them before they can do that. Right, if I want to build a fence again, do I just do it like that? Oh, wait, did that work? Yeah, that worked. I wonder why it's not as pretty and as the other one, but it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and remove it. Oh, whoops. Well, that works. Whatever, we'll just leave it at that. Right then, so what I also wanted to try is to affect the environment. So let's say over here then. Over here is where they're extraordinarily populated, the dominant species. If I put down this climate control device, I'm going to go ahead and put this device, let's chuck it here. And does that create it? Yeah, I think it's technically there. Yeah, in fact, yeah, there it is now. Right then, so what I was saying earlier, when I was reading tutorials yesterday and all the guides and such, or, you know, the tooltips, it was saying about how this would be a very long and gradual change. Let's go ahead then and speed up to 10 times. Oh yeah, you can see, oh wow. The water level, okay, no, the water levels are dropping and rising anyway, so that's just its own thing. But you can see about how the area is getting a bit more dry and arid, I think. It kind of look like it anyway. Yeah, it kind of feels like the general, like all the grayness of the area is kind of growing. I can also lower the water level. Well, that significantly lowered it, I think? No. Speciation species are split to two. This happens when there are no longer any members of either population that can breed with each other. A species has been lost forever. Extinction is a fact of life, and we already know about extinctions. Creature tools and creature basic stats. Right then. So I'm not sure if that's working. Or actually, the general population of the creatures has dwindled quite a bit. Let's check you out then. Comfortable, you're optimal. Oh, hello. Oh god, that's going all over the place. And you're dying. Man, you're dying quickly. Is it due to hunger? Of course, you know, I have got things massively sped up right now, but god damn. So right now you're starving. That's you then, you're starving. You're hungry, you're okay, you're content. You're also okay. You're winded. Right, so. Optimal external temperature is 28, and the optimal external temperature is 24. Right, so I think what these two little icons here mean is the little, you know, bouncing icons going up and down there, the two little symbols are the actual creature itself and where it stands. And of course, as you look into it, you look at the tooltip, it says what the optimal thing is. So right now, it is too cold for them. It is too cold for a lot of them. Population's gone back up again to about 540. But if I look at those, that one over there is quite fine. The general temperature of the planet is about 30 degrees Celsius. Let's go ahead then and see if I can drop the temperature again. Yeah, actually, oh no, I didn't even change the temperature, did I? I changed the water. Right, that's my mistake. Yeah, let's go ahead and change the temperature. Get about the degrees of temperature of the world. Note that this change will take place gradually. So we've gone down to, we did go down to 22 degrees there, we went back up to 28. So, okay, it really is a gradual thing then. What is that giant red arrow? Does that mean there's like a mass extinction going on? Or, okay, I think it just indicates drops, peaks and lows of the general, you know, the general population. How are my guys doing over here then? Oh, wow. You guys are looking pretty damn good. They're getting there, aren't they? Look at them. They're definitely getting there. In their very freaky appearance. Wait, let me look at it. I want to look at it. Oh, there you go. Ah! Oh god, it is quite tricky to figure this out. Like I can't. Sometimes I can click it, sometimes I can't. Okay, I guess I can't. Right, auto saving. Now, what would be quite interesting if in our own little area here, increase the fertility to 2, yes, but we're going to increase the temperature to 1. Maybe 1 will be like about in between. I'll chuck that in here. And maybe our little guys can adapt to that, or maybe I just did a massive mistake, I don't quite know. So I have that there. I will get rid of this one actually. Yeah, okay, I did that. And meanwhile, for the rest, so what I'd like then, perhaps we can do this, so maybe I'm completely wrong, but it's interesting to experiment. This area here, my little nursery, will be this one set temperature. Whereas meanwhile, I'm going to interact with the rest of the world. I'm going to make the rest of the planet really, really cold. Okay, so there you go. So about -2 degrees Celsius. I can also... Let's make the water level a little bit lower as well. And let's decrease the fertility a bit as well. So that way it's a bit of a struggle for all the other creatures, but for the nursery, perhaps they can thrive. Or then again though, they are in their own little biome. I've got a feeling actually what I'm doing so far, what will probably end up happening is, yeah, now that I think about it, when the changes take place on the rest of the planet, what's probably going to happen is that as soon as I let these guys out, I open the fence, they're probably just going to immediately die, and I'll probably just cause a massive mass extinction. That'd be interesting though. Yeah, temperature's dropping wildly. Let's go ahead and check the graph then. Oh wow. Yeah, a lot has happened. Let's zoom out. Indeed. Oh, look at that weird looking potato thing. These are interesting, man. These are very, very interesting. So that is my species down there, which branched off from all the way... So up here is where I first created my species. And it branched all the way down there, had lots and lots of mutations down the line. Significantly more than the other ones, which I guess makes sense. They're constantly... They're being, like, mass bred and irradiated. Not as irradiated as they could be, but still massively irradiated. And that's where they are at now. There's 11 of... There's 9 of them. Oh, man. I bet I just completely destroyed them. We've got the major species over here. We don't have a dominant species anymore. Right, yeah, the primate specimen is now down to 150 specimens. They were at about 560 earlier, so that we no longer even have a dominant species. I've screwed up the environment so much that they can no longer thrive. But this is where things get interesting though. Because now that I've just completely screwed up the environment, all the creatures are kind of adapting, as is evolution. The ones that are mutated are better dealing with the cold, better dealing with the lower fertility, all that kind of stuff. They're the ones that are going to end up thriving in the long run. Let's check out this guy down here then. That funky looking thing, like that. It looks like he's got a beak. So there's a happy little thing there that's just kind of wiggling. It's got a nice little flipper fin tail thing. And wait, did it just die? No. Let's go ahead and feed you, my friend. Let's feed you up. So you are okay. So your optimal temperature in the water is 27 degrees, you're only at 8. Your optimal internal temperature is 28 degrees, you're only at 8 again. 8 being the general temperature of the planet. Right, so you are probably going to struggle quite a bit. So you're at 27.5 and 28.7. Let's compare to you then. You're at 27, so that one can deal with a slightly lower optimal external temperature in the water. We check out this guy over here. 27, 29, so he's still struggling quite a bit, and in fact he is dying. Let's go ahead and... Oh, gene splice. No, wrong. I was going to try heal it. That is the... Oh yeah, of course, the revive button, I forgot. I'm kind of forgetting that the revive button is also healing. We've got this guy over here then. Who are you? You're also struggling quite a bit. You are struggling quite a bit. So I guess, yeah, because the overall changes in the temperatures are very, very dramatic. So it did indeed just created a massive extinction. So our overall population of the planet now is only 150. What a monster I am. So we have our minor species over here, the plague species. You guys over here, your temperature's a bit better actually. So while all the other creatures over here are experiencing temperatures of, in this case, as low as, oh god, that's dropping very quickly, there you go. So these guys over here are experiencing temperatures of about, you know, average 0 degrees Celsius, I'd say. Whereas these guys over here are experiencing an average of 15 degrees Celsius, that of course being thanks to this. Let's go ahead then and, so if I was to increase that to 2, would that work? Let's check these guys out now. The temperature is slowly increasing. Interesting. I come to think of it, so while we're doing all this then, while we're just, checking them all out, let's go ahead and edit the target here. I do want to have another look at this then, because last time I spent a lot of time focusing on the appearance, not enough time focusing on their actual traits. Where are the, oh, brain, there you go. So let's see then, so the motivation could be, can I have, is 2 a valid number? Let me see, no, okay, 1 is an accident. Alright, that's fine. Oh, actually, what is this? Huh, don't know. Okay, so empathy, I'm not sure what empathy is, what good that would do for us. Climate sensitivity. I'm gonna have that set to very, very low. Like that, so that way they're not as sensitive to climate, they're very adaptable, maybe. Cowardice, I'm going to set that just slightly lower. Actually, no. Let's set the cowardice to about 0.8. I think that'd be amusing. The aggression, let's go ahead and set that to 0.5. Laziness, they're not lazy. No, we cannot have lazy creatures here. Set to 0.1, and gluttony we can now set to 0.3. Right. I can't change their diets though. Or maybe I can. If I change the head? No. Okay. So your skin, torso, limb, neck, head, brain, number of features, and face. So we can't actually change their diet by the looks of it. Okay. So that is our new goal. So they have a slightly different, so they're generally the same looking creature, but with a different personality, different goals and such. And how are you doing there? You're cold. So you're basking in the sun, and you're walking to a location. Interesting. Oh, so they're cold-blooded then. That's quite interesting. That's all these guys over here then. You're all... You're not really adapting to the temperature very well, from what I understand. Let's go ahead and feed that one. Mate, you be fed. Mate, stop. Stop dying. I want you to survive. In fact, I'm going to irritate you. Massively. Ah! I was massively mutated now, massively radioactive. Let's just see what happens. I've got no idea what I did, but wait. Where even is the one I'm selecting? Where are you? Let's go ahead and feed you again then. I've got no idea which one I'm playing with. Yeah, we'll just leave them to it then. Meanwhile, all the other creatures are starting to repopulate again. They're now at 260 world population. So what's going on here then? Well, okay, that major species there is doing very well. So what is this one then? Oh, okay, that looks a bit... I thought that was an epic then. Is it this one down here then? That's the one that's doing well. Priming specimen. Let's just double check. Major species, that one. Yes, the priming specimen. So these guys are adapting. It doesn't look like they're adapting. I think they're just doing well-ish. Oh, the overall temperature of the world is starting to increase again. Interesting. So they're still cold, but the temperature is increasing, so I guess they're not dying quite as quickly anymore. Right. Oh no, actually, oh wow, okay, it's due to where I was on the map. So over here then, over here is, you know, the lower end of the temperature. In fact, that's my thing. There's no more creatures around here. They're completely wiped out. All the ones around here have gone completely extinct. Interesting. But if as I go over here to slightly warmer climates, let me see if I can find it again. Let's try maybe this lake, for example. Now that lake is very, very cold. It looks icy as well. That's pretty cool. It's not over there then. Let's try. Got a little bit of activity going over here. It's a little bit warm. 8 degrees Celsius. About my personal the temperature I prefer. And they're doing okay-ish. Right, if I go up in the mountains, or perhaps over here. So over here, it is a bit warmer. Yeah, it's now, we're reaching about 15, 16 degrees Celsius. And the creatures here are thriving just a little bit better. Let me see, the overall, the optimal temperatures are still, you know, they haven't really changed. They've gone down about a degree in the last, what, 5 minutes? But they're doing better. They're not dying as quickly as they have a chance to breathe, and, you know, so on and so forth. And they're kind of like scraping by. Overall, our planet's population is kind of fluctuating quite a bit, going back and forth. It's kind of bouncing around 280 now. But it is netting positive. Actually, no, it's not. Now it's just dropped down below. Oh, there's another extinction there, I think. Huh. Interesting. Let's go ahead and check it out again then. So what just happened there then? There's that one there split apart again. We've got a major and a minor. That one there's a major one. That one's the primum specium. The big boys. We got another major species down here growing. Primum excavitium. We have Spector down here as well. So what are these guys then? They look kind of pathetic. Okay, they're another water-based one, and again in a slightly warmer climate. Not the cold climate that I'd, you know, created for the rest of the map. They are, again, the optimal temperatures are just whatever. They're freezing. But again, they're just about coping. How are you guys doing down here? You are looking fabulous. You are looking absolutely fabulous. I'm going to go ahead, get back to normal one speed. I'm going to add a rover. I'm going to go drive and oh god. There you go. I'm going to go drive and find my little brethren. If I can. Oh god. Believe me, guys, like if any of you ever play this, you'll find out very quickly that the rover is extremely sensitive. Like I thought the rover in Jurassic World Evolution was a bit intense, but nah, man, this is much more sensitive than that. Too bad I can't jump though. That would be really good if I could just like jump over the fence. So there, we can see our little buddies down here, and that one's just kind of frozen randomly. It's seeking oxygen. Can you not breathe? Wait, what the hell? Are you unable to breathe, friend? Okay, that's just kind of creepy then, how they've just frozen. That one there is also seeking oxygen. Can you guys not breathe? Okay, you're cold, you're basking in the sun, so you're walking to a location to bask in. Right, you are cold as well. You're doing all sorts of... You haven't decided what you're doing in life. Okay, that's fair enough then. You are also seeking oxygen. So, did they muck up the environment so badly that they can't breathe? It's possible. It's definitely possible. What is that? Oh, okay, that's a low temperature sign. Right. Yeah, they're cold again. Right, so. Interesting. And what is color coding? So what is all this about then? That is the general map of all the creatures. So all the creatures are kind of over here now. I'm guessing that area up there is probably going to be the hottest area on the map. Remove all that. Cool. Actually, let's go back on that again, come to think of it. So we've got the satellite map, we've got the clade diagram, which is the actual path and the thing we'll be looking at. We've got the web of life over here. Which I don't see. Oh, okay, there it is. I don't really understand what this is. I'm sure it'll make more sense in the future. Maybe this is like an already an established thing that I'm just not familiar with. You are very creepy looking. We've got a population history over here. Oh, wow. Right, okay, so now this one here makes a little bit more sense, you know, since I looked at it last time. So I guess what this here is indicating that, actually, I think it is anyway. How's that growing? Is that going from down to up? Yeah, it is, down to up. Okay, so this is where it started off with then. This is where the population got really, really large. I'm gonna assume this right here is where I started messing around with the environment. And as you can see, the population completely dwindled. But now, it started to grow again. I'm gonna guess that all these individual little clouds here are probably like the individual species and just how large are they getting. You can tell by the different tones. There's little stragglers over here. I'm assuming anyway, I don't know this for a fact, but it seems, you know, it makes sense. It would make sense. Right then. Checking out the time, I think once again I'm probably quite good to finish by now, guys. I definitely am learning a lot from this. This is very, very interesting. I am gonna go ahead though and just, you know, fix the fence steps, otherwise that will just annoy me. Let's go ahead and, oh god, help! There you go. Now we have the fence back to normal. And my rover, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave you alone. Thank you. Right then, yeah. Right guys, I'm gonna leave off here then. As always, I hope you've enjoyed it. I am definitely very curious to see where this heads off. I think if I do, I think I'll probably do another video, and in that one I'm gonna explore the different settings, because I started off with the Prima Specium, the very basic one. I think for the next one, I'm actually going to start with the, what's it, Predator and Prey, I think it was called. I'm not entirely sure. We'll try out a different setting altogether and just see how things pan out there. But as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers.